Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Irvin, with another manga review, another chapter of Sachi-iro no One Room. And this chapter started very lighthearted, got more lighthearted, and then it ended intense. This is why I'm glad that I decided to make this manga review a chapter by chapter review, because I knew eventually each chapter it was going to be more intense than the previous one. So for those who don't know the synopsis to this one, I recommend you to go watch my first 3 videos, the first 3 chapters of Sachi-iro no One Room. But if not, here's a very summary. Essentially, you have a girl who name was given by her kidnapper, Sachi, which means happy. She was kidnapped by this guy and she doesn't want to leave. She wants to stay with him because she is being abused at home. So, one of those relationships where the kidnappee falls in love with the kidnapper. Now, we still don't know a lot of the kidnapper's background. We're finding out more and more of the kidnappee, Sachi, more than anything, her background, where she's from. So, I'm more than positive when we do find out a little bit of more of his background, there's going to be a plot twist, sorry. What is this chapter about? Essentially, the chapter starts with her wanting to go on a date. She hears a commercial on the TV one day and listens to the fact that there's restaurants where people can go to dates. And she asks the kidnapper, hey, can we go on a date? To Oni-san, can we go on a date? He says no at first, but then he says yes as long as we stick together. So they do a promise, and he has to explain what a pinky promise is first, and then second, that the stuff that they promise, you know, hope to die, eat 1,000 needles, that's not literal. That's just a promise that a way of how a promise works. So after that, you see them get ready, interact. She's just kind of like a boy-ish, and they're walking to a date, and they happen to go into this candy store. You find out that she's never gone shopping, because the first thing she does is she opens a package, and he says, hey, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to pay for it first. And she kind of acts like she's scared, like, don't hurt me, don't hit me. He kind of explains to her, and she says sorry, and he pats her, which to me, it's kind of sweet. I know some people were like, is she a dog? But she pats her in a kindly father-to-daughter way, I guess you can say, and she feels love. She feels the love of forgiveness, the love of repentance, and that is something that is interesting of this manga, because again, we're talking about a kidnapper and a kidnappee. Not the point. So, like I said, lighthearted when she wants to go on a date. They talk about the promise, lighthearted, and then they go to the store, lighthearted. The old lady from the store lets them get free stuff. He says, no, 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 we can pay for it. Let me pay for it. And they leave. What's the intense part? The intense part was the last 2 pages of the chapter, and this is why. Again, they're walking to a date. So I thought the chapter was going to be the date itself, but what it looks like, the 5th chapter is going to be the date itself. They're walking to the date. They come across these 2 girls. She hides behind Oni-san, sorry, and one of the girls notices her, and she tells, the last thing you see is them talking to each other, saying, isn't that, and then they put her old name, which is the X's and san. They don't actually name her. So there's this, what's gonna happen? Are they gonna tell someone? Are they gonna confront them? Are they gonna ignore it and be like, which I think might happen, or what? So now, I wouldn't say mistake, but they've done this decision of getting out of the place that we're in to a date, and that's risky, which is why she was wearing a disguise. But you kind of keep in mind that obviously if you know how she kind of looks, if she goes to your school, or if you're her own father and mother, you're probably gonna know how she looks, even if she's wearing a disguise. So That was the risk they were taking. What is my rating going to change? My rating right now, I raised it up after the 3rd chapter to 7.5, and I don't think it deserves any raised right now. Yes, it got intense, but I knew this was going to happen in some way or some sort. So, as of right now, I think it's still good. It's still not completely the best. This is definitely a psychological but slice of life as well as a love story, and I'm really enjoying it. It's really unique, and if you haven't heard of this one and you want to learn about it, go buy it, guys. This is a great manga, and I highly recommend it. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to my rant of the Chapter 4 of Sachi-iro no One Room. So, if you haven't done so, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Yes, you subscribe to my channel. And also, don't forget to like, share, comment, do all the other fun stuff. Thank you so much, guys. And like always, don't be strangers.